I'm back. I know it's been some time. And in this video, hopefully I can get a decent enough explanation across of what happened and why we're, back at square one again. But yeah, let's just jump right into this because, there are some things that need to be taken care of. First, first and foremost, start a new world. Obviously, that's clear. I mean, look at this place. There's no cyberpunk buildings. There's nothing here. I have very few items. Ignore those. Look how crazy this is. It's a nice open field. Yeah, so I've decided finally to just start a new ForeverWorld because, wow, yes, I understand forever in the name of it. You're supposed to play on it forever. Unfortunately, I lost the world. Yeah. I don't know. I don't quite understand how it happened. But yeah. I had to get rid of that world. I did no planning. I've done basically nothing. I have a couple of, basic builds that I want to include here, but there's no real layout. I know where my house is going to be. My house will be, here-ish, I think. Yeah, I think this is where I want my house. Somewhere right here, and then we'll have a bridge going across that, but past that, I don't really have any more plans. I might build my base, my main base up there on that hill, but we'll see. We will see. Which came first? The chicken or the egg? Animals tab. Okay. I need to explain that. What is Blazing Caves? Let's see if I can find it. Well, first of all, vanilla tweaks. I have some vanilla tweak stuff. Okay. Husks can drop sand. I can silk touch budding amethyst. Wandering traders will sell me the small blocks. Custom villager shops. I don't even know if I'm going to use this. I just included it just in case. We're going to have to come up with rules and stuff if I do end up using this, so I don't abuse it. You know how that works. I have the painting picker, which will allow me to put paintings in stone cutters and then basically choose the specific painting I want instead of having to randomly filter through them all. Durability ping, wandering trader announcements. So when a wandering trader shows up, it just tells me at the corner of the screen instead of me having to wait to hear it. No Enderman griefing. That's the only one I did. I guess I had confetti creepers. But yeah, I'm so annoyed with Enderman just picking up random stuff and moving it. So I'm not even gonna bother with it this time. It's not fun. So I'm not gonna do that. We have the armor statues, which allows you to manipulate what armor stands and have them positioned in cool ways. Silence mobs, name colors, fast leaf decay, mini blocks, confetti creepers. Yeah, confetti creepers is cool. Basically, every time a creeper explodes, instead of it destroying everything, confetti goes everywhere. It's supposed to be a 1 in 10 chance. But I think something's broken with it because when I was using it earlier, it was just 100% of the time confetti creepers, which is whatever. It's whatever. Okay, here it is. Blazing Caves Advancement Pack. Loads of brand new advancements for your Minecraft world. That's basically all it does. The first achievement that you need to get is getting wood, which we just did that. However, I accidentally did a couple of things out of order. I picked up a piece of sand, which, oops, my bad, for building. That gave me 8 additional pieces of sand, so I placed that one original piece of sand back, and then I kept those 8, which is what those are. To get to where I am currently, that's the wrong button, I had to swim. Let's see if I can find it. Mining, no. Oh, that's not it. Here, here. Biomes, swimming. I had to literally, hold on. I had to swim across from here. I spawned on the other side, and I was like, I don't want to be over there, because there's no wood. Over here is the wood. Let's go there. So that's what I did. And yeah, and then the other ones you saw me get. Like Heart of Darkness and Chicken and Egg. So yeah, basically, there's just, like, everything you do will give you an achievement, because everything you can do in the game has different steps and stuff, I guess. So yeah, so I think the goal is to, well, do everything in Minecraft. And yeah, that's my plan. I also have mob heads, which will give you an achievement for every mob head you collect, which means we have some mob heads to collect, I think. I'm not going to be too pressed about getting the advancements, at least not for a while. I do eventually want to have all of them, but I mean, like, some of these are going to be insanely hard to do, and I am nowhere near doing some of these. I did spend some time kind of looking around on this seed just to make sure that I really actually liked it and didn't just get, like, struck with this first initial area. Like, a couple thousand blocks that way, there's a big ass mesa that you can kind of make out. We're definitely gonna put some builds there, that's for sure. There's a good chance I'm gonna die right now. Oh no. Oh. Fuck. I mean, shoot. I am in hard mode too, because I felt like things were super easy before, like too easy. Not that I want it to be too hard, but you know, a little harder would be nice. Aha! I killed a monster. I killed a skeleton, so I got 2 achievements for that. Plus 3 bones and plus 8 arrows. Odd. I'm gonna kill you next then. Dead don't die. Okay. Grab my stuff. At least I'm not starving anymore, I'm just damaged. Aye! Ah. Ew. I agree. Gross. These things are gross. They're so big. For what purpose? What purpose? I only have like a week to record too. And I need to get this starter house made, which requires some nether blocks. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. 7 days, I got this. Yeah. In 7 real life days, I could play 100 Minecraft days if I really tried. Just reached the goal of half-heart life. Oh no, what does that mean? Ooh. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. Run. Just run. Ah! What? What the heck? As you can see, the first night was going great. All I needed to do now was gear up with the mining expedition, which I went on a couple days later. And hey, if you're currently liking what you're seeing, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Every little bit helps, and I want to know your thoughts about this new editing style I'm trying. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks. Now I need a spot to go mining, like consistently. You're mad at me, Hamilton. Look at your face. Sorry, Hamilton. This one was better. heck did you just say to me? I have a mod that changes what villagers say. It adds like 40 or 50 new lines or something that they can say. A little bit more diversity, still along the same lines though, you know. Ladder climbers ink. Interesting. I don't even know if the villager voice changer, I guess is what it would be, works, because it says it's incompatible, but it still let me load it, so I don't know. Do I do the thing? I could do the thing. Aw, it broke. Yeah, the golem did break. You know, it was talking about my pickaxe, but still. Break your first tool, yep. Okay. Out of fear of destroying the village just by, you know, living in proximity of it, I'm going to return back to my base and begin mining with newfound, goods, I guess. Newfound treasure? Newfound hardware. I don't know. Something. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Yeah! There was some decent stuff in here, right? Yeah. Coal right off the bat. Fossil fuel? Heck yeah. Great. More coal, the better. Whoa, look at that. Oh, I need better tools like so fast, dude. Oh, man. This late game already, apparently. I think I need to eat some stroganoff. Ow. What the heck? Anybody else think that was... Yeah. I should have made a shield, shouldn't I? Huh. And I didn't even make the stupid shield. Ha! Sir Knight. No, I don't want to be a knight. Knight isn't the correct theme for what we've got planned this season. I think it's this season. I'm gonna call it this season. I'm gonna call it ForeverWorld Season 2. Even though I was robbed at the end of Season 1. That was so annoying. Trying to figure all that stuff out. I installed a mod that essentially raised the height limit of the world, which causes a lot of problems with how Minecraft will calculate, like, for example, water streams with soul sand and magma blocks, like those kinds of water streams. It just breaks them for some reason. It will also just break the placement of nether portals, so you couldn't have any portal farms. You could hardly even, like, link your portals up at all. Now, I'm hoping that there's not that issue. I guess I didn't really check now that I'm thinking about it. I'll check that tonight, probably. We're grinding survival right now. At least if this is useless, it's only like a couple hours. But yeah, so I reeled back on the actual mods and kind of went heavy in resource packs and data packs instead. Hoping that maybe... maybe there'll be a better outcome and that I can actually update my world. because that was the big issue, was not being able to update my world. The mod that I installed that actually extended the world height, because it broke everything, the mod author basically was like, yeah, I'm not updating this anymore because it just doesn't work, essentially. But I didn't read that until long after I had already installed it. In fact, that was one of the first mods I installed because I was like, I wanna make this big ass mountain that I never actually made. Yeah! Yeah! 6 diamonds! Woo! And well, look at that. If that's not luck, I don't know what is. Now, grab these. Do I want them? Do I wait for fortune? I have enough diamonds right now. Or I just grab these now. I mean, we're gonna find diamonds a lot. I mean, it's not that hard. Not really. Right? So. I mined for over an hour after that. Died once. No! Lame, dude. And eventually crawled back to my bed, where the first thing I did was this. Diamond. Boom. Cover me in diamonds. All I needed now was to prepare to go to the Nether. That's where the primary building blocks for my base could be found. So, off to get some obsidian. But before that, let's roll the intro? Or I guess, the series introduction. You'll see. That's right, Vitruvius is the name of the build. It's named after the Roman architect Vitruvius, whose work was all about balance, structure, and building things meant to last, which I felt was pretty accurate to what my goal is. And because of that, I don't feel like calling this my ForeverWorld or 100 Days Challenge or clickbait this, clickbait that, you know. So, I'm just going to refer to this project as Vitruvius from this point forward. I'm in the boat base. And I think over here, I'm gonna turn this island into my nether island, I guess. Question is, where do I want it on here? Boom. Now I just need to find a way to light it. Heck yeah. Meet the Flintstones. Leader of the pack. You know what, I'm gonna bring you back to base. You follow me. We need to go deeper. Well then. This sucks. This is horrible. What a god-awful spawn. So you know what, I'm going to stay right here for a moment, and I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I don't know why, but every time I'm in the nether, it makes me want to make, like, these really big, like mega structures almost. Like you're trapped in a liminal space where these larger than life objects exist. Directly straight this way. We will fall immediately to our deaths. There we go, and we might hit some lava, and then we're gonna end up here. That's perfect. From here, we bridge across, and dig down this center piece right here. Now that we're here, just gotta bridge across. Nugget, biscuit, nugget and a biscuit, nugget, biscuit, nugget and a biscuit, nugget, biscuit, nugget and a biscuit, nugget, biscuit, nugget and a biscuit. That's a Tobuscus reference, if you were wondering. I have nowhere near the amount of materials that I need. I need a lot of quartz. How much quartz? I don't know, but a lot of it. Need a lot of quartz, a lot of wool, and a lot of stripped pale oak. The most open nether spawn I think I've ever had. I mean, just look at this. What, our portal is like there, right? Don't hit me. There we go. Holding me. Ow. I think next episode we work on enchants, because we got the goods already, we just need to enchant the goods. Some pale wood, which I actually already kind of know where that is. Which means I just gotta go this way. Right there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but just past that. In fact, you can kind of make them out a little bit right there with my distant horizon mod, which allows me to basically just see further into my world. Not as great detail as you can clearly see, but yeah. It doesn't look quite as flat, or like how the fog kind of takes up most of the background area. I've been teasing it throughout the episode, but near to the pale oak tree, right around this tree right here, actually is a woodland mansion, which, with my distant horizon mod, was able, or let me see it from a pretty decently far away, which was kind of nice. I don't really feel like exploring it though right now. I just kind of want some dark oak saplings, honestly maybe some spruce saplings since I'm sitting here, and definitely the pale oak. I will take some. Awesome. I think a creaking just spawned. I'm going to walk away now. Well, lads, there we go. 4, 4, and 4 of all of the tree types over here. That was exactly what I was going for. I didn't even die. In fact, like I say, wasn't even bad. I told you. What did I say? The drones with the tridents. Get out of here. I don't want your fork. It's 128 pale oak so far out of 334 that we need. Maybe I get a vein miner mod too, because I'm all for the beginning of Minecraft, but my favorite part is when you're about mid-game, I say, so that would be, what, just after getting, maybe not max enchants on your stuff, but the basic enchants and stuff. Now that we have some of the materials and a concrete place to start this build, all we need to do now is terraform the terrain for our farm. Oh, and I've started a small sheep pen. Okay. It took me about 5 days, Minecraft days. But we got the place terraformed. As you can see, there's a nice path that kind of comes down this way like this and moves on over there. Part of that path will even come up this way into the main section of the house. Go to the back here where there's another little back patio place-ish here. This place is coming together. I should be able to just, well, first of all, I should just be able to plant my crops though, and at least get them started along here. What I should do is move my stuff to the house location. I'm using Light Magica, as you saw. That's just my favorite way to play Minecraft, is do a big build in creative, and then see if I can do it in survival. So that's just what I've been doing. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this. This part is not going to be easy, so I think I'm just going to go ham with some storage. Last, but definitely not least, our doggo. Come on, doggo. Let's go this way. Right there. Boom. That should be a perfect spot for you. And you can just sit there. We are just over halfway through the first 50 days, which is when I want to get this house done. And there is still a lot of resources that I need to gather. I've probably got enough footage for the beginning part of this. I think I'm just gonna stop recording for a bit and just sort of speed run ahead a little bit so we can get to a spot where we can start the construction of this house just a little bit. I'm not wearing gold, and I just realized that. So we got some more clay smelting in here to make up some more bricks. I just went ahead and placed in all of the coarse dirt, all of our regular dirt, which in patches like this where it's a bit more thick, I put in regular dirt, which is not saying dirt because of that. Let's put that there. Yeah, a mixture of coarse dirt, regular dirt, and then along like the riverbank as well. I'm gonna put some short grass, and I think it's called dry short grass as well. The western themed kind of dry grass that Minecraft added recently. And yeah, that's pretty much the only update that I have right now. I mean, look at this place. It's coming together. Nice. I think the time for dilly-dallying is over. We are 12 days away, 12 Minecraft days away, from having this base completed, quote-unquote, at least the main house. So, I think what we gotta do, well, start building, really. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's start building, and I will time-lapse this with the replay mod. So yeah, jump into it. Hope you enjoy. A little bit further into the future, about day 90. Apparently, my replay mod didn't work. Didn't record any of it, so I'm just coming back now and just gonna talk about the whole build, everything that we've done up to this point so far, the first episode here. And yeah, let's start with the farm here. I really wanted this cascading kind of farm feel as it just flows down the side of this shallow hill right here. And I think you kind of get the best angle from like here, like just above everything. As you can see, it just tears down like this. And I even added this little pumpkin guy there. Scarecrow thing, just trying to scare away any of the birds, the pesky birds. There's so many of them in Minecraft. I guess in this case it would be the bees. Not the bees. Making our way up the hill here, we come across this little, supposed to be like a vineyard kind of thing, and the only thing that I found that I could kind of put on the side to make it look like it was growing stuff was resin, and to me it just kind of comes across as like these weird orange bushes, like I'm growing oranges on vines or something, which is unique. I don't know how oranges are grown besides trees. Like, I don't know if this is possible, but if it's not, I've somehow created this. So yeah, we have some orange vines growing here. If we come up the path even further and go around the house here, we have our retaining wall right here with our doggo, who still needs a name. And we got a row of like arborvitaes, I guess they would be, right? Just along the house. Yeah, nothing too much back over here, just the path leading up that way. It'll continue on later when we get some more time to building. Let's talk about the main house, though, real quick. This is the main little bit. This is where I'll be living, you know, doing my cooking and storing most of my stuff is in here. This spot over here, however, is really just my storage room. We have like 18 chests here, barrels galore, a bunch of different tables in case I needed to do some crazy crafting stuff. There's a door past here. It's just kind of this weird little back area. I was thinking about adding a table and a chair like here maybe or something. Maybe some trees up there. Who knows? But yeah, let's make our way this way. This is just the separation between the front and the back of the house. And then now into the main house. This is the main area. Right here. This is where all of my stuff is currently. Don't worry, I'll get that sorted before we start the next episode. Got a crafting table, a couple of furnaces, nice paintings, lots of pots here. I also have this enchanting area because I wanted to make sure that I had enchanting pretty soon, because I hate not having enchants on my stuff. So annoying. Up here is my room. Now, it's not finished. There's supposed to be this large storage cabinet here that I haven't done yet. And there's going to be an armor stand here as well. So, a couple of other things that we still got to do. But, for the most part, it's livable. So, that's what I was going for. And then out this door, just takes us back to the retaining wall. And yeah, that's all I really had to share. We also, I should just mention this. Come along this way. Right out over here. I can't get a good look here. We made this nice stone kind of rock wall between the lake here and the side of my crops, just to make it look a little bit nicer there. Why does that make my mini-map bigger? I need a new mini-map. I need to change a lot of these mods. I think I'm gonna strip this mod pack before the second episode comes out, so don't worry. If you're not loving this, I'm not loving it either. Alright. Back to normal time. Yay. Sorry about no montage. I really hoped that it worked. This is cool. I didn't know I could do this. I really hoped that it worked. In fact, I set it up so that it would, but then it just didn't. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a step back here. Maybe from way down here. Just, yeah, soak that in for a second. Look how cool that base is. The detailing on this little vineyard thing right here isn't complete. As you can see, there's that little resin right there. That's part of the schematic. So it's not actually there. But I will eventually cover this little... It's supposed to be a vineyard, but really with the orange, it's kind of like orange trees, I guess, planted in a way that they can grow like grapes do. Which is interesting, you know. A little piece of agricultural history to my world. Odd phenomenon, you know. This place is great. This place is awesome. I had a ton of fun designing this. I wanted to completely revamp my style. Mostly just out of curiosity to see what building in a different style would be like. And I ended up falling in love with this kind of Greek, kind of Roman-inspired Tuscan style of building. And I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? Let's stick with it. Let's do at least one big project in this style, and then if I decide then that I don't like it anymore, then we can move on. That's fine. So we got Hote here. We got the dog, in which still needs a name. So any name you suggest down below. Oh, is that cute? Oh, just being near it. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cute. That's so cute. So yeah, we need a name for the dog. After this, I spent most of my time just gathering the remaining resources for my house, including things like dirt and wheat for mud, short grass for decoration, and resin for the vines out front. I even had to make a farm for that, which I'll get into later. There's just not anything interesting to talk about. We're on to day 57 now. As you can see, I gathered up all of the bricks that we need for our path here, and I implemented them in. The last little bit that I need for the path, or any of the path blocks, is jungle planks, which I want to say there's a jungle somewhere that way. Yeah, right there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's jungle right there. pathways are done. Oh yeah, I don't like that there. I want that there, I think. Yeah. Boom. You should just be able to walk up any bit. Yeah, and if not, it just like pushes you up basically. So the only concerning spot is like this right here. But even if you just run straight at it, right? Like running at the mushroom block, it'll eventually push you up, which is why I put that side there. Yeah, look at that. The path is done. Most of the house is done. I think let's just start working on here. Yeah. Alrighty, let's take a look at what we got so far with this nice retaining wall right here. There needs to be more like rocks. Like anywhere that you see dirt currently will probably be a rock. A rock will be put in front of it. Stone of some kind specifically. Yeah. And I mean, look at this. This looks so cool. I like the little railing design that I have going on here, especially this side with the shelves and stuff. Makes it kind of like a little accent thing that sticks out a tiny bit. As you can see, I went heavy with the shelves that I used, mostly because they're brand new, and I wanted to see what how they could like accent a house, and I really like that look that they have along the top. Just logged back on. Look at these fools. That's right. That's right. There's a wall here. What are you gonna do about it, huh? We need stone. Like, so bad. It's one of the few major items that we need. Well, I have the levels, so I might as well do it now. I'm breaking 3, and that is it. Garbage. Just unbreaking again. Woo. It's fine. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Stone. Actually, hold on. I forgot torches. Ha 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 ha. My new recording schedule is going to be so much nicer, I hope. I used to be basically doing a video a week. Record for 3 days, edit for 4. Posted I think it was Monday at 10 a.m. is when I posted it or something, every Monday. So it was something like that. It was early in the morning, a certain day of the week. Anyway, the schedule that I'm working with now, it's a lot more freeing because I have 7 whole days of recording that I essentially am allowing myself. I'm not necessarily going to be taking up the entirety of 7 whole days of recording because, well, that is a lot of content to record, especially in a world like this, I guess, where you essentially have to live every second of it. Like, the same as your character in the game, I guess, right? Where 66 days have passed in-game, but for us, that would be, what, about 24 hours? IRL-ish. So hopefully what that means is more progress gets done on the world, and maybe less posts from me, but it should feel more digestible, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. Whereas before, a video a week was kind of rough, especially at the time I was balancing high school and work. It was like my second job, really, like a bunch of new things for me. I was balancing at the same time. I've kind of gotten into a groove nowadays, but next month is going to be a bit rough. We'll see. But since I'm in this nice little groove, I was like, I gotta record. I'm itching to do it. I cannot be more excited for this, because recording is so much fun. I don't know why, what about it specifically makes it fun, but I'm having a blast. Sitting here, sure, I'm talking to myself, but I don't know. Just seeing the small little community I was able to make with, like, only posting like 10 videos or something like that. Like, not even that many. We had about 100 subscribers, which, by the way, I'm still super grateful for. I think we're at 99 now, so somebody unsubscribed. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't expect anybody to subscribe at all, if I'm being honest. So the fact that we have 99 people still right now, at least last I checked. Let me verify this number real quick. 99. Okay, that's what I thought. With being at 99 subscribers, I feel like 100 subscribers is already a great goal. And I mean, I'm not really, don't feel like I'm doing a whole ton. There's people like who've been doing YouTube for years and stuff, right? And they're just now getting 100 subscribers, and I did it within the first couple months. So I don't know what that means, not specifically. I mean, obviously that kind of says something for the state of YouTube currently, but what exactly, I'm not sure. Maybe that just means I make really cool content. I mean, that makes the most sense to me, so. The other thing I was thinking of was, like, all of the, there's a bunch of other YouTubers who have, you know, starting ForeverWorlds, or they are starting new hardcore series and stuff like that, right? Like, there's just better, or there's just so much of the same, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, I think. Right? Some of it doesn't make sense. For example, the series that I'm watching right now, by Cinna, I want to say that's how you pronounce his channel name. He's doing a great job, by the way. He's like 5 or 6 years into his ForeverWorld, and it looks really good, and he's just exploded in the last couple of months. But he's been chipping away at it for 5 or so years. Like, one of the videos I was watching, which was, I think it's a year or two old now at this point for him, was his 100 subscriber special video, which he had 100 subscribers. Amazing, great feat for him. I think that's terrific. But 30-something episodes into his series, I think that's a problem. I think either, I don't know if that's too long, maybe it's not long enough to explode, or maybe it's just not fair to him for having the series that have been going on for so long, right? But only now exploding up to the point where I'm already at. He's far past me now. I think he's at like 14,000 subscribers, or maybe he might have gotten to 20,000 subscribers. I don't know yet, but still, 1 month or so. How about this? I'll call it a good 3 months that I was posting videos for. Okay, a good 3 months. In that 3-month period, I passed him in subscribers. And then of course, I stopped posting, people unsubscribed, and then he blew up since then. And now he's at like 20,000-ish. Again, I don't know how real the number is. It might be higher or lower, still. I don't know. It just, that alone kind of dissuades me from wanting to post. Even though it's like this, it's a super fun hobby for me. I don't know what I'm really trying to get at. It's just, YouTube's not easy. And for somebody like me who's just doing this as a hobby, I'm not doing this professionally. I don't really have plans to do this professionally. I mean, if things pan out that way, I mean, obviously I'm going to take the YouTuber route, but I doubt it. So I'm fully gearing for other things, and I'm preparing to. I want this to be a ForeverWorld, of course, and I want to post on this indefinitely. But there will be lots of gaps. Absolutely lots of gaps. The good part is, with all of the people who are starting YouTube nowadays, making Minecraft content specifically, they all do like the same format of everything, which is fine, you know. You have your 30-minute episodes, 100 days and I got this done, or I spent X amount of real-life days designing and building and gathering for this secret build, and then it's like a big blurry image for the thumbnail. And I think that's fine. I think a little bit of this and a little bit of that, that's okay, right? But that also means there's just so much of the same content, right? Like, I'm not revolutionizing, right, anything by making this video. I'm not... I don't know how to describe it. Not that I feel like it's a pointless endeavor, right, to post a video like this. Not at all. I don't think it's useless at all. I think anyone willing to share their voice, especially on a platform like this, right, I think that's probably a good thing. I will say, one of the, I think, cooler aspects of YouTube is how well you can, like, at least how well I've been able to compare my channel with similar sized channels and channels that have started at similar times. Like, the biggest example that I can think of off the top of my head is a YouTuber called The Hamilton. I made a joke about him earlier in the episode when killing pigs. Go check him out. He's great. Bunch of cool builds that he does on his world. I really liked his bee farm, I guess is what you would call it. It's a wax farm and honey farm that he built in this like circular container, I guess. It was pretty cool. I think you should go check it out. His newest project is pretty sick. It's this Cloud City. He just did all the wool for it. Anyway, seeing where he is versus where I was and am now, like, it's just interesting to me to see who explodes and for what and why, I guess. That's something that I am, like, always watching for, essentially. I don't know if that makes sense. Why is it that my channel, that I've had for years now, and I've just posted on it, like, for the first time in the last 2 or 3 years-ish, how is my channel that? Like, it basically amounts to almost nothing. Getting blown up compared to some other people who should definitely get more recognition, like Sinnoh, for example. I'm gonna go back to him. He's doing fantastic, okay, phenomenal. Just builds are great, everything's great. His video quality is like up there, I would say, with similar to that of B-Dubs or Corrales, I guess. That's kind of what it reminds me of. when watching his videos. Like watching another B-dubs video. I just think the state of YouTube is in right now needs to be fixed before I'm willing to commit more to it, I guess. Unless things start working out real nice for me real quick, like, if that's the case, yeah, I'll make more content. You want to be entertained? Allow me to be the entertainer. I will say though, since YouTube is not my main plan, what my main plan is to code games. So I do want to make games. I'd rather be a writer than a coder though. But trust me, I am definitely willing to code. That is for sure. I love coding. I'm thinking for any like game ideas or stuff like that, Minecraft is such a good sandbox game that you could kind of beta test a bunch of the ideas or themes or stuff like that for certain things. So some of the builds that I might make on this world might be reminiscent of perhaps a game that I'll work on in the future. Who'll know? Who knows? We'll see. It's all really speculation. For all I know, my life plans will change again. Who knows? And then I won't be a coder. But right now, that's the goal. That's the goal. So I'm hoping I can grab about 5-ish of them from here. One thing I will do is take off my shaders, and then we can witness my Fulbright, which, in case you're wondering, I'm just using a Fulbright texture pack. House of Psychos. Oh, I got too close to the woodland mansion, apparently. Oh, well, there's the entrance, too. Well, ain't this mighty tempting, huh? What are we doing now? Well, we are heading to these coordinates. Negative 3,832, not 1. Very important distinction there. And then 718. Now, why do we need to go there? Well, we didn't quite gather enough creaking hearts to make the farm that I wanted to make for the resin. So we had to find an entire new dark oak biome. And as far as I can tell, I did like 4.5 hours of looking yesterday. This is the closest one. It's like 3,000 blocks this way. So away we are going to be going. Alexis. Made it all the way out here. I didn't bring anything with silk touch. Alrighty. 1 creaking heart.
After trying for hours to get the rest of the creaking hearts, we finally had them. So now it's time to make the farm and end the video.
Alrighty, I got all the materials for the resin farm in my inventory right here. And let's head out to the build site and get this all started. Alrighty, and there we go. And that's the resin farm done. Heck yeah. This is the resin farm that we got. This is a very basic resin farm design. It's super simple. Literally an observer with 2 pieces of redstone and a piston. That's literally it. Right, and then you have the 2 slabs. Or, actually no, I think it's so that creakings don't spawn up there. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, slabs up here so creakings don't spawn. Basic redstone. And then what I did to help the rates is I put buttons on all of the sides of these, except for the very bottoms here. Now, this is the spawning platform here. The creakings have this 3x4 area to spawn in. There's this 2x4 area right here, which is technically it would be a chamber. Oh, sorry. Technically that would be a unaliving chamber. But technically you don't kill the creaking in this, so it's not really that's not really what this is. This is really more so just an attacking chamber here. Alrighty, it is nighttime. Creaking are here, as you can see. Nothing has been done quite yet, but let's just give these guys a couple of good whacks there. As you can see, the resin just starts rolling in. And just like that, the farm is off. It only works 10 minutes at a time, because it requires nighttime for the creaking. But I mean, I only did that for a minute, maybe, and I got like 3 stacks of resin. That's way more than I needed. Way more. Well, that's gonna do it for me, folks. I appreciate you joining me on this a little bit longer than normal video that I have here. And yeah, if you made it this far into the video, leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell, the whole rigamaroo. You know the drill by now. I'm sure enough YouTubers have told you to do it, right? And thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Any suggestions, things you want to see me improve on, just leave it down in the comments, and I'll do my best to read all of them. I will say, after a couple of days of it being posted, I sometimes forget to double check them, so I will apologize for that now. And yeah. You guys have a good one.